Greetings fellow 50p collectors, Coin Snatcher here. So due to some unforeseen technical difficulties last night with the phone, I ended up talking to the phone for 10 minutes or so without it recording. I don't know if it just ran out of memory or what the score was, but it meant that you folks didn't get to see the last bit of the video, which was the 1997 TT coin collection. These are the 27.3mm TT 50p's, and the reason we have a tray full of them, 35 in the tray and then another 3 here, giving 38 in total, is because they all have the AA die mark, and the die marks are very slightly different. I'm going to get a couple of these out and have a look at them, but before I do that, I posted up a video quite recently, thieving bastards, thieving bastards at the Royal Mail. Well, it turns out that there's going to be a Panorama programme on the Royal Mail. Apparently people's parcels are going missing left, right and centre. Even in the clip this morning on the Breakfast News, when the Royal Mail were asked to comment, they basically said they didn't think there was a problem. Obviously there is a problem, otherwise Panorama wouldn't be investigating it, and they certainly wouldn't be making a TV programme out of it. So I look forward to watching that. Now, on with the video then. So these coins, let's just pick one at random. These are the 1997 TT coins, as I say. Let's get this one out, being a start. And all of these coins have a tiny little AA die mark on them. Get my little pointy stick here. And these are the little AA die marks here. So over the years, we've collected quite a few of these different coins. There is one of the books that I have that shows all the different die mark variations. So I'm just picking out a few at random here. And if you have the book, I think it's Coins of the Isle of Man, then it does show around, must be around 30 different variations of this coin. So I never intended to try collecting as many of these as I did, but once you sort of start on it, then it's like the rest of the die mark designs, it does become just a little bit addictive. So here we have 3 of the coins just chosen at random. And if we have a little zoom in, we're going to have a look and just see the different die marks. So on the first coin that we have down at the bottom, we have a line, a space between the 2 A's and the line at the bottom. If we look at the next coin, we can see that that space is virtually non-existent. So straight away, we've got 2 different AA die marks here. And then if we come up to the top one, we'll see that on this particular one, we have a that is on the left-hand side that is slightly higher than the A that is on the right-hand side. And if we look again and compare it to the one underneath, then they're different. So the way I get these coins when I was chasing them down and buying them, the easiest way I found to do it was not to look at the book and compare the die marks, but literally to get the new coin and to pop it up like so against the coins I already had, and basically just work through the whole tray. And then if I got to the end of the tray and hadn't been able to match it to one of the ones I already had, then it was evident that that was a new die mark. Excuse me. So let's grab another 3 at random. We'll take this one. We'll take this one. And let's take this one here. And right, so we'll pop this one down. Pop this one on top, this one on top. Let's have a little zoom in and see the difference on these ones. So this is where your little magnifying glass will come in handy as well, because if you're looking at these on eBay, you can have the magnifying glass stuck in your eye socket. You can be looking at the coin you already have, and then the picture on eBay, you can enlarge it, and then effectively you can see the 2 coins beside each other. So when we have a look at this coin, move that up a bit there. So on this first coin, we've got the two A's, and we've got a space between the lines underneath, and we've got a space between the A, and we can see that the left hand A is quite a fat blobby sort of an A, and if I have a zoom in even closer, we can see that the left hand A has a little tail on it here, and the little tail on it here is quite a weak strike. We can see the little tail on this side is quite weak. We can also see where the right hand A is in relation to the bottom of the driver's foot. So if we get the next coin and we compare that, oh, this is a problem. They don't like sitting on top of each other. They keep sliding. Yeah, little bastards. Right, anyway, let's try this again a different way then. In fact, we'll get rid of that third one for now. Let's just pop the two of them together. Okay, so we have a little look at these two. Fucking thing won't do what I wanted to do at all, will it? Right, so have a look. We've got the space between the two A's. This coin doesn't have a space, so straight away they're different die marks. That's a nice easy one, isn't it? And then if we try to pop this third coin down on top, I'm going to just move this one over a bit. Right, that's better. Okay, so these two look reasonably similar, but when we have a little zoom in, if we have a good look at these, so we can see on this one where the tails join in the middle, and this right hand tail is higher than the left hand tail. If we go up to that, we can see that these two tails, they don't really come up in a peak. So on this bottom coin, they come up and make a nice little point. On this one, they don't. If you look at it really closely as well, you'll see that these two, they're closely in line with each other. If we look at the one underneath, we can see that the left hand A is slightly lower than the right hand A. Now, as I was saying earlier, if you get these coins and you just simply get one of them, and then you put the new one down that you've got. So you can see the difference in those AA die marks. You can see the difference in these little die marks because the top coin, you've got the left hand A is up and the right one is down. And then you can see on the bottom one the difference. I don't even need to explain that really. And then the next coin. So again, easy to see that the bottom little A's are completely different in style and position to the top A's. And there's the next one. So you may look at that and you may think, oh, they're not any different. But when you look closely, if you look at this bottom one, so this bottom one, here you have where the right hand A is in relation to the driver's foot, and in this one you'll see that it's virtually straight down from the driver's foot, whereas this one you have to go right over to the left. Get rid of that one, and there we go. So on this particular coin, we're back to the one where there's nice easy one actually, because there's no space between the A's, the bottom of the A's in this line, and this one we have a big space. So there's 2, 4, 6 of these coins that we've had a look at. We've just pulled them out at random, and every one of them is different. Now, it's by no means an easy task because, as I say, I've got 38 of these coins, and I have ordered many of these coins off eBay based on the picture I'm looking at on eBay, only for the coin to arrive And as I say, I would take it, I would compare it individually to every coin in the tray. And quite often I would buy doubles. So those sort of coins, I've probably got some of them somewhere over there. And then some of the other ones, I would have just popped them on eBay or sold them off cheap. But it's a nice little collection to get into. And the great thing with these coins is they're pretty inexpensive to buy. So, you know, you're only talking a pound or a couple of pound maybe at most, and then a little bit of postage and packaging to get them. So if you do collect Isle of Man TT coins, to have a good collection, you don't even need to collect the other coins. You could just collect these and see how many diemark variations you can get. I've got 38, and I think some of the other collectors have around the same number as I do. They might have a couple more, they might have a couple less, but I'm pretty confident that there's more diemarks out there that haven't been found yet. So, you know, realistically, this collection could possibly have over 40 plus different versions of the AA diemark. So it's worth keeping an eye out for. But there we go. I better pop these back in the capsules, pop them back in the tray, and peace and love. Coin Snatcher out.